Hey, this is the boat doctor. Hey, if you get this video, the owner of the boat, maybe give me a call. You got a boat now. I am happy as can be. Me, Kyle and I got that to a science, what we did on that bracket. The only thing they didn't do, and that's up to you, is on the bracket itself, right there, I would leave a one hole. I wouldn't drop that all the way down. Give yourself one hole drop, just in case someday, maybe you need to drop it a hole, because it ain't gonna hurt, but I'd drop, maybe fill that, but give yourself one hole that you can drop. I wouldn't drop it all the way down, because right now this is perfect. I mean, it's actually it handles beautiful. It's better than most offshore bracket boats I've drove. One nice thing too, you picked up speed. I mean, a lot of speed, a lot out of the whole power, no diving. You probably won't even need the trim tabs now. Because right now you can tell we're a little low on this side. I did put my jumper in here because they didn't put the kicker on. So by the time you put the kicker onto this back side, you can see when I stand over here, see how level that is? So when you put that kicker, this is how this boat's gonna ride. And that's what I liked about it before. It was so stable. But look at, now you don't have that water rolling over the back of the deck. You're still going to get it if you hammer it, but if it's just a gradual following sea, this was a must. I mean, this really, really helped. So basically what I can see now, and maybe drop that when they do take the motor off and reinstall it, they're about a 1/4 inch to the left over here. I can see it with my eyes, like on the bolt holes. So when they're going to have to take this off if they fill that anyway. So they need to drop this side down a 1/4 inch, and I'll show you how you can tell. It's not a big deal. Like I say, now this is a boat, okay? I noticed just the handling and the speed is unbelievable. The difference from when I was out before, and we do have an outgoing tide, so I'm going to go both ways just to show you. Okay, now look at even this right here. Most boats at this speed, you got a wall of water pushing up high. I mean, that is nothing. Now you can control a lot of that by trimming this down all the way. And see, I can tell just by the way that water's kind of pushing a little. I mean, you probably can't see it, but I can. A little bit, some of it's a lean. Like if I get over here, then it's going to even that out pretty good. See how that, I mean, that's perfect. On that V horse. Now we got seals again. But now if you trim that up, but I'm going to trim this all the way down, as you can see. I'm going to slowly go up. Look at that. Now say you were going at this speed right here. Say I wanted to get the bow down a little bit when I'm running like this, then you can use your trim tab. See how level I'm riding now? At this speed, at a lower speed. See? And a little bit of that, you can see kind of hard there. You probably can't tell, but I can see it's kind of curving to the right a little bit. That's what I mean. You got to level that motor a little bit, but the motor height is perfect on here. Now I got the trim tabs all the way down. I'm going to pop back up again. Now see what happens. It raises the front, which is typical at this speed. Now this little bit of lean you got here again with the kicker is going to really make a difference. I mean, as far as the way it rides, because watch what happens when I just give a gap. Bring these tabs up all the way. They're all the way up now. Look at that. Even when I get you better tab, that's the tab all the way up. Look at that. I mean, that is awesome. And then I just noticed it just on this takeoff, it's just so much more I don't know how you say, punchy or accelerating. It accelerates a hell of a lot faster. Now again, the trim tabs are up and I'm trimming the main motor up. Oh, I can, right there I can feel it. It just takes off. Now, if you get a little bit of that bounce like here, which is expected, but this ain't nothing to what it was. So look at how clean that is. Now, if I wanted to calm that down a little bit, just trim them tabs down. Look at that. No porpoise. I can run this thing up. Now I'm going to start trimming. And that's at 5700. That's wide open. You're in the mid 40s on this now. I mean, look at the way it handles. See, and I'm not bouncing all over the place. I'm going to trim it down. Look at that. And this speed right here. Now I'm going to trim them tabs all the way up. You'll notice the front end going up a little bit. Still nothing. I'm going to drop it down. This is just below a plane right here. Wow. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. See, and you're going to get this. That's normal. Nothing you can do about that. I mean, at this speed. If you want to trim it up a little bit, and that helps. So I'm going to drop it down to right. So you're going at this speed right here. See how that dropped that? I mean, that's nothing. That's if you're just kind of idling. Like right there. See, you're not digging into the water with that offshore bracket. And then if you go like this, and just back off real quick. See, it didn't boil over the back. It would have before. You could have felt it kind of sucking the back end down. And again, when you get this kicker, it's going to change it. It's going to make it more stable like that. It's going to just level the boat out. God darn, I tell you, that's very impressive. It really is. And I'm not just saying this. I have no reason to say it. But anyway, just look at this. Down, trim tabs up. Back. Plenty of power, a lot more than what it had before. Look at that. So I'm going to just go for the dead stop. Now we're going to go against the current. Just take it off. Oh, here. 1001, 1002, 1000. 3 seconds and you're up the plane. Look at that. All the way down. No cavitation, no blowout on the turns. No boiling up or nothing. Look at that. Wow. I tell you, you got a boat now. And back to the trim tabs. If you don't need them, don't use them, okay? But you can steer with those too, by the way. So see right there? I'm going against the current. That's the current kind of leaning the boat a little bit. I wouldn't even mess with the trim tabs at that bit right there. Because again, you remember, you put that kicker on it, it's going to help pull that over. But all you have to do is just turn it like, go to the left, go back to the right. And that will fix a lot of that lean because of the current. And that much I wouldn't even worry about. But if it bothered you, just hit this one time. Then trim the motor. Look at that. Way out of the water. Right there would be about as you had your kicker on. And then that transducer spray, you don't have it. Wow. So see a little bit of that If you did get into that porpoise mode, here again, we're gonna run about, say, 5,000 RPMs. You get that little bit of bounce, just go ahead and hit that tab down. Look at that. Trim it up halfway. And that there little bit right there, if you have a transducer off the back. Like this down, yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, you're gonna love it, because now this is what you should have had to start with. I mean, this just is an awesome boat now. I'm going to trim down here a little bit here, a little bit on that, trim up on the trim, give it some more gas. Now, with this, the way it's running now, it's running really good. So, the prop, if you don't run, see I'm at 6, I'm halfway up. I need to bring that back because you're hitting the rev limiter a little bit. But you shouldn't be trimmed up any higher than that anyway. And it still isn't blowing out of the water, but you got to watch your throttle and trim. Because if I give it more gas, I got to trim down a little bit. Because if this gets a 6100, I'm going to trim down to get that under 6. There, right there. Now I want to start lifting